After 2 years of regular decluttering and being really careful about what goes into my home, what could possibly still be left to declutter as a minimalist? Well, this is a pile that I created while spring cleaning these last 2 days. This is my trash, so it's not so bad. And some of these things are older than my minimalism journey, so 2 years, but some of these things are not so old. In this video, I just wanted to go through them, declutter them, and talk about what you could still declutter as a minimalist. I was really big on keeping warranties, but it turns out most of these things you can find online, and I actually had a lot of warranties that were already past the date where they are useful, and instruction manuals. I also had some CDs for software for my computer, but as my partner pointed out, this software is already outdated. The next thing that we have is picture frames, and I do love the pictures in here, but I'm not going to hang them up. So I think I'm going to take the pictures out, and then I'm going to give the frames to a friend of mine that I know wants to make a gallery wall. I go through my documents really regularly. I label them. I let go of old things. I think this is really important. If you're looking for something later when you actually need it, you want to find it easily and you don't want to have lost it somewhere. So I'm letting go of them. Promo codes. I was keeping these Alpha Foods promo codes. That's where I get my matcha for a while. And I have this promo code book, which has several ones in here. So I went ahead and I used these two. And this one, I made a Google Keep note with all of the codes in the book. So I can now declutter these. This coffee pot, it's broken essentially, and I kept it as a second resort in case my coffee machine breaks and I am dying to get coffee, but I've actually managed to make myself really free from coffee, so I don't feel anxiety over not being able to make coffee for a few days, and I can let this go. Also from my kitchen cupboards are some vitamin B12s. I really recommend a good multivitamin that is also labeled as a long-term vitamin, so you can keep taking it and you don't have to have all of these other things that you can literally overdose on if you're taking a multivitamin as well. So this is the kitchen pile all done, and here we are starting an electronics pile. I do have one more thing for it, and that is this vape. I did, embarrassingly enough, vape for about 2 years. I'm not proud of it, I'm not recommending it, and I'm going to see if I can sell this. I have 2 watches. They are both gifted, but I just had too many watches, and the only one I really wear is my smartwatch. So pine sugar, I'm not sure how it is in English. Sea salt, it has no iodine, so pretty much it has no value. It's just plain salt. And I also sorted out some gifts that I couldn't make use of. Some old wardrobe things that I either couldn't find a home for yet or I was not ready to let go of are this blazer. I am not a blazer person anymore. I used to be for a really short period of time, so I want to find a good home for this blazer. And I have over here also a jacket, which is kind of one of those fancy trench coats. So that makes the clothes pile this here. And I also have something over here. You may have noticed that I changed my bed sheets to this beautiful green. So this means I now have green and gray bed sheets, and I don't want to have this multicolored one because I stopped using a top sheet. So the multicolored one just makes it look very overwhelming. So I'm gonna give these to a friend, and I actually decluttered all of my blush. I don't know if that makes me sound crazy, but I don't need a blush brush in that case. And I thought I could use eyeshadow that is pink if I really, really want to be blushing. And one thing that I didn't mention on the floor are these things that are actually meant to be the back of my nightstands, and this one is for my desk. But I honestly don't want to keep these spare parts around, and I don't know if something goes wrong whether I will actually have the desire to put up these new boards. Over in this corner I have a few random things. One of them is this hair conditioner that you used to put on your hair after you dye it. I'm gonna say I didn't use it this time because I used only bar conditioner, and I noticed that the hair dye makes your hair insanely dry. So this must be why they're putting these super potent hair conditioners in there and not actually for care. Some other things that we have here are an apron, but we don't really use it. Pens, I don't know what they are exactly, but they are watercoloring. And I absolutely love them. I'm not using them enough. I really want to give them to someone who will actually use them and make art with them. Cleaning out my medicine. This medicine box is actually empty now. I could use it as a memory box, but it's too small, so I'm gonna let go of it. Here, I found out that many of the smells we were using are actually toxic for cats in very much bigger doses than the ones that you could evaporate, but I still don't want to take any chances, so this is going away. I'm actually going to be using my air purifier, and I'm going to put not too much smell in it from now on. Something that I know a lot of people wouldn't be able to declutter is this poster. It was signed by a band for me, and it says, "Thank you, Tony," and it says my name, and it's a wonderful memory, but I know I'm never gonna hang it up again just because I don't really have normal posters hanging around. It's all art, and it was just gathering dust. I think I'm gonna take a picture of it and I'm going to let go of it, and this is not easy. Here I have some jewelry that I think is really beautiful, but I always wear the same jewelry, so I don't need to have these things because you will only ever see me wearing these and very few other ones. So I did a bit of decluttering in there, and there's also my memory boxes. I checked inside and I found some things that actually could go as well. This is one of those. I actually stole it from my ex-job just to remind me of it. Don't tell them, it's just a screen wipe. This is a lighter that was a memory because a boy gave it to me, but it's not a good memory, obviously. And I got this for donating to 4 Paws. I try to donate whenever I have some extra money, but I don't want to receive any gifts, and I actually wrote them an email about this. This I got from a friend that doesn't really know my taste. I'm very sorry. Hopefully I find it a good home. Now, I'm quite proud to say that a lot of these things I've had for over 2 years. So before I was a minimalist, I was just not able to let go of them. But now I am, and I feel like this is a really solid pile for spring cleaning. There's all of this stuff for the kitchen, all of the trash, all of the paper, and then some clothes and things. I'm even hoping that I make some money from this. And now all of my surfaces are squeaky clean. I hope this video was interesting for you. I'm curious, are you feeling like you still have a lot to declutter, or are you also on your final things? And what are you letting go of these days? Let me know, and I will see you next week.